What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here. It's another live stream. It's another week in crypto. We are back at it, guys. So many things happening in the markets. Glad you guys can join us here this morning. We're getting ready for the Crypto Breakfast Club not too long from now. We'll be joined by a bunch of different people talking crypto, as we always do, Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. Eastern. But I wanted to pop on here a little bit early, give you guys some takes, give you guys some information, give you guys some insights in terms of what's happening in crypto here today, what's going on. And always appreciate you guys stopping back by the channel. If you guys are brand new, we put out videos every single day, whether you're finding us on YouTube, on X, we're here for you guys. Smash that like button, guys. Let's get into it. So many things happening. And, I mentioned a lot of different altcoins in the title of the video just because there's so many things to get into right now. There's so many different directions we could go right now in the markets. You guys know, though, it starts and ends with Bitcoin, right? It always starts and ends with Bitcoin. It feels like Bitcoin is coiling up, getting ready for a major surge. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like Bitcoin is primed and ready. We've been trending, kind of trading in a very relatively tight window here, from 95K to 98K. And it feels like Bitcoin is getting ready for takeoff. There's a chance I think we could see Bitcoin all-time highs before Inauguration Day. I do think that's a possibility. And I just think 2025 is shaping up to be an unbelievable year for these markets in particular, with Trump coming in. Emax in the house. What's going on, bro? Appreciate you, man. Kamal is here. How we doing, everybody? Good morning. Definitely drop in the comments, guys, what your thoughts are this morning. Let me know where you're coming in from. Daryl, how we doing, man? Thanks for your content. What's up, Tony? When should we buy more XRP? Well, I think XRP is primed and ready for liftoff too this cycle, especially once we get full-fledged into the bull run. I'm looking at a $12 to $15 XRP this cycle. Some may say that's crazy. It's just my opinion, not financial advice. But when you look at the technical indicators, we've got a big bull flag forming. We've got tons of things that are, news-related catalyst that I think are going to be very beneficial for XRP. You got Solana back up comfortably over $200. Good to see. Ethereum, we're still waiting on that major surge, right? We're still waiting on the major surge from ETH, but things are looking a little bit better here. BNB comfortably over $700. BNB is very quietly climbing up closer and closer to that all-time high, which was set back in early December. Almost got to $800. We're only about 10% away from the all-time high on BNB. Dogecoin did cross over 40 cents again. Actually, no, it didn't. It got really close. On some exchanges, it did. Got really close, but last 7 days have been really nice for Dogecoin, up 22%. When Doge dipped down below 30 cents, man, that was a really good opportunity. Right here, this big drop off down here right before Christmas, dipped down to 26 cents. What a great buy the dip opportunity that was. Same thing on Cardano. Look at Cardano in the last month. We fell below 80 cents, guys. Went down to 77 cents on that same day. Back up over $1 now. And we were talking about, these moments before Christmas, guys. These are what? Pullbacks within a bull cycle. We see it all the time. So if you were, locked in, paying attention, hopefully you bought some dips. I think XRP is going to make a move at some point quarter number one this year. So over the next couple months, I think either in January or February, we'll see a major push again. And I think it's going to be a push over all-time highs for XRP. That's my opinion. And it's just that. Good afternoon from Sweden. How we doing? Today feels like a big day. It definitely is the start to a new week. The markets have been looking better. From the Netherlands, South Africa. New to this and willing to learn. What's up, Louis? Good to have you here. That's it, man. I'm never going to tell you when to buy or buy this right now. I'm giving you guys insights. I'm giving you guys information. It's up to you to decide that. I am not a financial advisor. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't see the future. I'm not a magic man. I'm just a guy who reports on information, reports on news, gives you guys my insights, gives you guys my opinions, and you could take that and utilize it however you want. XRP is really not crashing hard, I would say. I mean, and XRP is not at 220. It's at 238. I don't know what chart you're looking at here, Stanley. XRP looks really, really good. And a very, very clear bull flag is happening here. This is the weekly chart on XRP. The weekly chart looks really, really good. I mean, this was the big breakout, to start November. And I mean, this consolidation here it's to me, it's just coiling up. This is a bull flag forming right now on XRP, in my opinion. What's up, Mark? How we doing, man? Like I mentioned, for me, I think somewhere in that $12 to $15 range. That's my target. And that is just simply my opinion. Who knows, right? Anything can happen. Yeah, but when you look at tighter time frames, you're going to get different results. I tend to look at longer time frames. I'm not so much of a day trader, though. So I zoom out. I look at the daily, the weekly, the monthly charts more so than anything else. I'm a zoomed out perspective guy, more swing trading within the cycle. Yeah, I do like Kaspa. Kaspa's been very, very quiet. You guys know, if you've listened to my channel for a while, we were buying Kaspa at 4 cents in droves. And I do like Kas quite a bit. Good morning, everybody. We are getting ready for the Crypto Breakfast Club. We do have to start it up here in a minute. We will fire it up here in a second. I figured we'd be talking about a lot of different cryptos today. We've got to talk about SWI as well, guys. How about what SWI is doing? Setting new all-time highs. Look at this breakout here in the last 7 days, up 30+%. Guys, we're up 493% in the last year. The alt chart looks amazing. SWI has proved a lot of people wrong, especially with their recent unlock. People were afraid of that. Fear no more, man. SWI is here to stay. Man, we got a bunch of people coming in the chat. Guys, smash the like button, subscribe down below. Let's push this thing up in the algorithm. Let's get a bunch of people in here. We've got to start the Breakfast Club where we do it over on X. We live stream it here. Glad you guys are with us here this morning. It's Monday, January 6th. Appreciate everybody rocking with us here. And yeah, like I mentioned, we're going to fire this thing up. Let's see, man. Nice, Sebastian. Saw me on X. What's up, man? I like Flare, Daryl. Not invested in it, but I do understand it and its ties, excuse me, to Ripple. Doji back. Yeah, I mean, that whole thing was cool for like a second. XT algo, it's really not an English thing, or it's not a it's an indicator. The indicator itself is not in any particular language. Love AI coins. We talked about a ton of them, Archie. I mean, I probably need to do an updated video on my favorite AI tokens right now. But TARS AI, I don't know if you guys have seen or heard me talk about TARS. Talked about them early. TARS looks amazing. Just depends on where you want to go. Small cap, large cap, you know. But yeah, TARS AI is one of my favorites right now. The entire AI sector just looks amazing. But we got to get into it, guys. We got to start the Breakfast Club. We'll try to get to as many questions as we can. Always fire them in the chat. And as the Breakfast Club's going on, I am looking at the chat, trying to interject some of the things I see here. So got about 700 people live with us already on YouTube and X. Good morning to everybody. Let's go. Let's get it popping. And let's start the show. As we fire it up, we'll see what else people are saying here. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, 270 people on YouTube. A lot more people on X this morning. What's going on? How we liking that? Let's fire up the YouTube numbers though. Smash the like button. Drop your comments in the chat. It's very, very easy to use. XT Algo, my trading indicator, guys. You guys can see it up top, top right-hand corner. This is my trading indicator, XT Algo. Super easy to use. 30-day money-back guarantee. Links are down below if you're interested in checking it out. Thanks for asking. I think Jasmy can make some good moves this year. Yeah. I put it in the title because it's quietly making some moves. Actually, I didn't put it in the title, but I meant to. It's quietly making some moves. I do like Jasmy. Yeah, Sebastian, we are on YouTube too, man. However you want to listen, brother. Look up Hbar. Like Hbar a lot. Yeah, I put them up there in the title of the video. I think they're at 30 cents right now. I mean, they're top 20 crypto. Yeah, they look really strong, man. Hbar's looked really, really strong, really for a while now. I mean, on the year up 277%. Hbar looks really, really good. Fit right into that whole ISO narrative. I think a lot of people like XRP right now. XDC is a nice player there too, in that ISO world. Yeah, these are some low caps, Joseph. You know, for me, I don't get heavily weighted in low caps. I'd much rather have bigger holdings in Doge, Shib, Pepe. I'll throw some darts at some of these small caps, but I'm not going all in on small cap meme coins. It's too much of a risk for me. Have not heard of Fame AI. Price target on Lofi. I mean, things have looked amazing for Lofi, especially with SWI moving. Lofi's one of my favorites, man. It's the top meme coin for me on SWI, sitting at 154 mil. I mean, chart looks phenomenal. This is Lofi on SWI, guys. I mean, to me, Greg, I want $1 billion, and why not? With SWI now over $15 billion market cap, I want $1 billion meme coin on SWI, and I think there's going to be one. My bet is Lofi. Not financial advice, but that's my bet. Full disclosure, I am a partner with Lofi. Anytime I'm talking about something and I'm partnered up with them, I am a partner with Lofi. So I just want to make that very clear. But found them at 20 mil. They're at 150 mil. They went to 250. You guys can see the chart. It's showing a lot of strength. All right, we got the Breakfast Club in here fired up. What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Crypto Breakfast Club. Getting ready to fire it up. Getting ready to start here. We're live on YouTube, live on X. Already over 750 people. with us live. A lot going on in the markets, and it's hard to know where to even start right now. A lot of big stories, a lot of big headlines, a lot of things happening in crypto. Bitcoin making its move, getting close to 100,000 again. But come on, guys. You know I got to start with Sui. Not going to say I told you so, but I told you so. That's the headline. All right. And sorry if you don't like to hear it, but I mean, that's the headline. Sui sets new all-time highs. It is now ranked number 12. Guys, it passes Toncoin, Shiba Inu, Chainlink, Stellar. It's right on the heels of Avalanche and Tron. And Sui will be a top 10 crypto. I'm going to go back and listen to the tape because about 8-9 months ago, I said Sui could be a top 10 crypto this cycle. That's when it was ranked like 50. I got to go back and find that clip. I'll pay you to go find it. It's somewhere in an old Sui video. You got to go find that. So I could post it. But congrats to anybody on Sui. I mean, it's amazing. And we've been talking about Sui for a while. It's not just hype. I mean, the DEX volume yesterday was higher on Sui than Solana. Think about that for a second. The DEX volume on Sui was higher than Solana. Solana DEX volume, because of Solana meme coins, is absolutely outrageous. I mean, so there's substance behind what's happening with Sui. It's not just all hype, smoke and mirrors, right? It's real. Developer activity is ramping up. It's why meme coins on Sui are ramping up. You guys know we here at the Breakfast Club are partnered with 3 meme coins on Sui. Lofi, which is the largest market cap of all on Sui. I was just mentioning on my live stream, I think this one has the best potential right now to get to 100 billion. We've got UNI, and then we've got Tsunami. We just partnered up with them at a 400K market cap. They just hit $1 million market cap this morning. So shout out to our 3 Sui meme coin sponsors. Love to see it. But XRP looking really, really good. Cointelegraph this morning put a $15 price target out on XRP. And Cointelegraph's not one to hype things up. They're not one to, get out there and give price predictions. Cointelegraph's often looked at as kind of like a more professional source in crypto. And they're out here putting XRP price predictions at $15. Take that for what you will. They demonstrated a major bull flag forming on XRP. It's showing a lot of strength right now. Even amid the pullback, I think XRP looks really, really strong, both from a technical standpoint. They've got a lot of, headlines and potential catalyst out there as well. So definitely keeping a close eye on XRP. And I mentioned Bitcoin. Without Bitcoin, we've got nothing. Bitcoin right now at 99,200, making a push back toward 100K. It got to 99,853 here in the last 24 hours. Got really, really close to getting back to 100,000. And maybe we see that at some point today. I was looking back. Right before Christmas, we got that major dip in the market. Had a lot of people freaking out, right? And what were we all saying? Man, what an opportunity to buy the dip. What an opportunity to get really cheap assets. I mean, look at Dogecoin back on December 20th. Fell down to 26 cents. It's now at 38 cents. The aforementioned Sui fell down to $3.50. Just on the 20th of December was $3.50. Sui right now, $5.20. This is how quickly the market moves. How about Cardano? Cardano fell down to 77 cents. It's at $1.07 right now. So again, there will be dips in a bull cycle. This will probably happen again. But many people still believe we are in a major uptrend still in 2025. The future looks bright. I want to get into some of the top meme coins: Shib, Pepe, Hbar, Kaspa. A lot of things looking interesting right now. And I know these are all large caps. We'll get into some of the small cap plays as well as we roll along. And appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you guys do share the room right now. Share the room. Share the room. Share the space. Got a ton of people with us live too, so shout out to everybody live. But share the room right now. Share the room right now. Let's get a bunch of people in here. And Zach, what's going on, man? How was your weekend?
It was long. Yeah, good though. Did a lot of work behind the scenes, dev wise. Had a lot of hockey games, watching the market. It's insane. But we got to talk about the elephant in the room. That is obviously SWI and butthole coin. You got to give a shout out to Matt for that one. I was watching that one. I think it hit like 120 mil before it retraced back down to like 105 mil. But man, it is completely right. What you don't think is going to hit in crypto hits in crypto, and what you think is going to hit doesn't hit. It's just completely insane. But watching SWI flip all of that stuff is just insane. Like, there's still a lot of great ones, but you called that one, Zach. So got to give you your props. You have to call it how you see it. So if anyone got into positions when you said that, they're doing okay. Actually doing very, very well. So overall, market's looking great, 99K. I think we're going to see once Trump gets in around the 20th, we'll see maybe a little pump and then a retracement back. But I think the end of the month will be probably one of the bullish times. Typically January.
I just want to say one thing. I mentioned this in the Telegram. Guys, if you're not in the Telegram for the Crypto Breakfast Club, fuck are you doing? Just leave the space. Fuck it. Like, why are you not in the Telegram now? We've been here for 8 months, like, whatever, 9 months. I don't even know. Someone got pregnant. Who knows what happened? I need everyone in the Telegram. So when we talk about shit, y'all get it also. Anyway, we on this show have partnered and or called 3 plays. Parallel AI, Hash AI, and Altura. Altura and Parallel sponsors the show. Hash AI, you guys know Larry's a big, person over there. He's not in the room right now, but he's a big person over there. And this weekend, Alex Becker dropped a video about AI coins, and he picked Parallel, Altura, and Hash, and a few others. So I just want you guys to know, in the Crypto Breakfast Club, we front run fucking Becker. All right? So if you're not following us, if you're not going into our Telegram, you're fucking up. I'm just going to say, we front run Alex Becker. Like, just partnerships alone. We're already here. I love Becker. Becker, get your ass in the room. But we have front run him. Get over here, because guys, if you come in here, you're going to get the alpha that he's going to give you 3 months later. Actually, I don't remember when Altura started. Probably 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. But okay, a month later. So guys, seriously, shout out to Alex Becker. I love that. The thing guy's hilarious. But all that shit he called on his last video, we've been talking about that on this show for the last month at least. Like at least the last month. I mean, Larry's been on the show for a while. He's been talking about that for at least 3-4 months. So fuck all that. He's been talking about that. But Parallel and Altura over the last month and a half, they've been here. And it's ironic that Alex Becker just dropped a video, and all three of them were in that video. He went into depth on all 3 of those, amongst other ones. So guys, go check that video out. It's actually a pretty fucking good video. But that's all I really got, guys. We're not at the Breakfast Club Monday through Friday. Whatever. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna leave it. Whatever. That's our new slogan. You're not here. Whatever. Mutasco, I'm giving it to you because I know Zach is trying to find $1 billion worth of tokens. So, Mutasco, good morning. How are you?
Wait, can I interrupt you real quick? Bitcoin just hit 100K. Okay, go on.
You know why? Because I was yelling. All right. Mutasco, go ahead. Damn, Mutasco, I know you have your hand up, brother. I gave it to you early.
Can you hear me, guys?
Mutasco, we can hear you, brother.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't stay quiet. I have to make a comment, and it's not popular. But we'll see what time says. Okay.
I'm just a hot dog is a taco, Mutasco.
Yeah, I'm just a messenger, but I also like to use these spaces as more informational purposes. This is specifically for Zach, and I don't know. I'm sure you probably know this, but you probably don't care, and that's fine. And you also have the opportunity to exit. Let me say this, and I don't know if anybody's aware of this. The reason why Bitcoin outperforms every single asset class on the planet is simple. There is a cap supply, period. Nothing else. Satoshi has a wallet, yes. There are people who are early holders of Bitcoin that have some amount of Bitcoin. There's still 52% of Bitcoin is still in the hands of individuals. And when you do a deep dive, some of them have at least 1,000 Bitcoin. And they've held it for over some ridiculous amount of time. If you take that and you go to Ethereum, you say, okay, why is Ethereum's price underperforming Bitcoin? Well, because Ethereum has some inflation in it, okay? But they're trying to fix the inflation. And inflation can come in different forms, right? It's either somebody who is an early investor selling, or there's rewards incentive designed that is wrapped in the token. So if somebody does a you get this. So if you're a validator, you work for the token. So you get it, you have to sell it. This is why a lot of people like to say, if you look at there's a website called Aprilia.com. If you go on there, you kind of see Bitcoin's electricity cost, production cost, miner cost, all of that component. And then it literally rallies and it correlates with Bitcoin's price. It's magical, okay? MIT has another website that tracks this. But it gives you some, and this is against the people that say, Bitcoin has no value. How are you valuing the value? No. There's information that is out there that you can use.
We lost you, Mutasko.
I think he muted himself. Mutaska, did you mute yourself? Because that's what it shows on my screen.
By the way,
Yeah, same here.
I found my freaking tokens. Holy shit.
I carried. I want to know what token it is.
Dude,
I want to know how much you got.
Okay, guys, no, not financial advice. Let me just throw this in here, though.
Yay.
It's called Track Good AI. Track Good AI. Look at this chart. Ending in 0607. It's ticker TRAI. It's on base. Track Good AI, sitting at a $1.68 million market cap. I got in the pre-sale, didn't do hardly anything. I'm showing it on screen right now. If you're watching on the live streams. Zach, did you find it?
0607?
Yes.
Okay, let me see here.
Only 775 holders, but look at the volume.
Look at the market cap, 1.68. Let me run this thing real quick.
Look at the daily. Look at the daily.
I mean, just look at that candle.
Yeah,
the 4 hour.
Yeah, I gotta take some profits too. I went heavy in this pre-sale. I can't remember who told me about it, but I was like, okay.
Yay, great day today for you.
Love it.
Hey, can you hear me? Sorry, guys. I got
to Tosco. Yeah.
No. Let me finish my point really quick. And the reason I came up was specifically that. So let me just finish it up. And I'm gonna give a disclaimer, okay? One thing you can do is you can ignore what I said, okay, and not learn a thing, or you can actually go and do some digging and learn about what float is. This is very important, and this is to Zach. I want to hear your comment on this. I'm very big on trying to understand token design and float. Now, what is it? I don't know if anybody is looking at. I'm driving. What's the name? SUI right now. I think it's 52 billion or 51. I don't know what the FDV. The FDV is the fully diluted value, 50 something billion. But the market cap, okay, is, I don't know, 13, 14 billion. I don't remember the last time I checked. Again, there's a discrepancy there. And my problem with that is, if you're buying SUI right now, okay, you're buying SUI at $52 billion market cap or whatever, FDV, okay? Now, if you're doing that type of buying, I don't care how much you're putting in it, okay? You want to convince me that SUI at this stage proves that they have everything enough to prove that. What is Solana's market cap right now? If you divide that by, let's say divide 52 billion by Solana's total market cap today, why the market gave Solana the market cap is sitting at today? If you're doing fundamental analysis, you're like, okay, if I'm putting $100,000 in SUI right now, and I'm not saying don't do that. You can put your money anything you want. But the facts are, you have to look at, okay, do you see something that makes you believe that SUI is a $52 billion project? If not, then you have to reconsider, okay, do I put all 100,000 in SUI or I want to split it? Okay? I still believe in SUI, but do I need, and I'm probably one of the I'm not like bearish on SUI, okay? I'm just going to make that clear because I have other things that I'm bullish on SUI. I just want people to understand what float is. I did the same analysis on Altcoin, which is the Sam Altman thing. It didn't end well, okay? Because I keep tracking the sales. I keep tracking. And that to me is what I was saying before I muted myself, was that there's like look at the foundation wallet, right? It sold about 400 million. Sui is saying no, it's not true. But here's one thing that we know that is true. There is this thing called fake locked token incentive reward. Okay, somebody can say, well, no, it's not true, and they can prove that it's not true. The way that they can clarify this is to the foundation itself can put out a detailed report to confirm that. And people like me, if I read that, I'll be able to say, well, okay, I'll give the benefit of the doubt. But until that happens, a simple statement is not enough. And here's the thing: if you were already in Siwi, okay, and I was early on it, early. I mean, I sat on these spaces with Raul Powell came on Marty Party's space. They talked to. I'm deep in it. I understand. I'm bullish on it. Okay, Raul Powell is like a fascinating guy, and I got in during that time. So I'm not saying this because maybe just clarifying for anybody. For anybody that is new though. The fact is, just know what you're buying, because some of these people, they don't do the research. They claim they do. They don't do the research, and they're on your space. And maybe Zach was early in it, okay, like I was. And somebody may irresponsibly put, like, say, $50,000 into Sui because I said so. And then the effect of the inflation will start to eat in. We don't know. We're in a bull run, okay, guys? In a bull run, when there is a lot of like low float tokens, there's deals that they call OTC deals that happen. So you're probably you're not going to win by fading Sui. That's what I would tell you. But you also cannot be naive to think that this is real, okay? So just know the facts. When you know the facts, then you know how to operate with your money. And I'll go back to what I said and I'll shut up. The only reason why Bitcoin outperforms every single asset is because that inflation side is like, what did said, what did the Trump administration say about the early stage of COVID? They said, we have it airtight. I think Bitcoin supply is like airtight, okay? And, the halving comes and you get, whatever, it gets cut up even more. Just know that. And I have to say that, Zach, because, and I don't know what your comments are on it. I want you to understand that this is a really huge problem, right? I can go on Solana, you can go on Solana Compass, you can pull up Solana, you can literally watch it it's like raising the hood of a car. You see the engine, you see all the mechanical stuff. You go on Solana, you can see the same thing that I'm talking about, right? I have sites that I go and I look at these things, I track wallets, I see and my main focus is, if Zach is, let's say Zach is the Zach Foundation for the Crypto Breakfast Club, and Zach believes in the Crypto Breakfast Club success. And then I find out that Zach somehow has sold, let's say the Crypto Breakfast Club coin is going up. And I find out Zach is like selling. And then Zach comes out on his face and say, no, the Zach Foundation Crypto Breakfast Club is not selling. Then Zach is going to lose some credibility on me, right? Because if Zach says just that without any details, I have a problem with that. And I think we have to be honest with people because, while some of us have been here a little bit and we've seen, like, I've round-tripped the bag, I've gotten misled, I've lost money, I've had it all, okay? And I've been a stupid person many times, okay? And I swallowed that. I said, you know what? Why was I so stupid? Okay? There are people literally who have yet to go through all of this. And they have money, and they may just irresponsibly drop it into something without any calculations at all. And when this inflation starts to come in, the reality will start to hit in. and they will turn to somebody. I've seen this many times. They don't blame themselves first. They say, oh, no, you guys were all scammers. You told, you said, so why were you saying this? So I'm just adding this context for anybody listening, okay? Do your research before you buy anything. And remember, we're in a bull run. If you didn't know yet, we're in a bull run. And because we're in a bull run, you're not going to get the chances that a lot of people have had the past 3 years. Some people have been DCAing for the past 3 years. Believe me or not, they're going to dump, take money, and change their lives, okay? If you're just coming in, please be careful. That's all I'm trying to say. And I'm not your police, by the way, okay? You literally have the choice to ignore and not listen to me. And that's you. I'm not even directing it to anybody. I'm just saying it in a point that there's what we call float. And float is like the key indicator for every token design. If you understand float, it will lead you to understand the hidden figures of crypto token design and everything. And I'm telling you because Sui has a 28% float right now. Yeah. Okay, that's a fact.
30%. Yeah. 3 billion is the circulating supply. 10 billion is the total supply. So that's what Matasko is referring to. They have a total supply of 10 billion. Only 3 billion are on the market. What does that do? That's called low float. That creates high volatility. What has Sui done? It has been the most volatile crypto in 2024. Right? And to Matasko's point, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. At some point, it comes to a head. So what do? You take profits. Right? And this is what I say all the time. For me, this is just for me, guys. For me, I use the altcoin market to obtain more Bitcoin. I use the altcoin market to obtain more stocks. I'm not an all-in crypto-only guy that, like crazy, I don't invest in stocks. No. Crypto, for me, fast tracks generational wealth. In particular, altcoins, meme coins, fast track generational wealth. And it's not to say you're going to win all the time. I've said this before, and I think anybody who's been in crypto long enough, you almost have to lose before you win. Very, very few people win before they lose. Very, very few. Right? And it's hard. Unless you're just DCAing into Bitcoin, right? It's very, very hard not to take a lot of hits and feel the wrath of crypto. But if you get out on the other side of it, you understand the do's and don'ts, and just don't make the same mistake twice. But yes, Sui only has 30% of their circulating supply out. So what that's doing right now, it's creating volatility in the right direction because we're in a bull run. But Sui in a bear market will come down significantly too. That volatility works both ways. It should, I should say. It should, right? But the potential right now for quick gains when there's low float, it's there. It's there. So, yeah, but to me, Sui has a lot going for it because to me, fundamentally, it's kind of taking the Solana method. Now I know it's different, but just fundamentally from getting exposure. Starts as a VC-backed crypto, right? The investors from Facebook branch off, create Sui and Aptos, but now they're starting to get the retail eyeballs as well. That's what Solana did. Solana started as a VC-backed. If you go back in 2020, 2021, the narrative was, Sui or Solana's cool and everything, but man, it's so centralized. I don't know. I don't like it. The VCs are all there. I don't like it. Now what do you have? You have that same VC backing, that same institutional backing, but it's the biggest meme coin chain, and retail loves it. And what happened to Solana? They skyrocketed. They're over $100 billion market cap. Coming from $10 to, 260 or whatever. Sui's kind of doing it the same way. Started as a VC backed, and now passing DEX volume on Solana. What's that? That's retail. You got all these Sui meme coins flying. So it's very similar in that regard. But Mutasco brought up a lot of great points. 100%. Guys, for me, altcoins are meant to be traded. Bitcoin's meant to be held. Simple as that. I mean, that's just the way I look at it. And some people may not like that. Some people may disagree. That's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion and their own way of doing things. But to me, I want to trade altcoins to acquire more Bitcoin at the end of the day. Like, if I'm boiling down my strategy, that's it. Like, it's as simple as that. Mar, what's up, man?
Hey, Zach, what's up? What's up, everyone? Hope everyone is having a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Everything good, man, here. Just, it's been a little slow for me. I've had that fucking garbage-ass COVID, but still sometimes I feel, get a little weak, but way beyond better than last week. But yeah, man, Sui on fire. I did a nice trade on Sui, got it in I think like at $3.90, $4. And, a small trade, but money is money, especially when you're fucking sick and you don't give a shit about the world but survive. Did a trade on that, and also did on, of course, an XRP trade. Me, BNB, I'm always jumping on BNB when I see it on the $700. Enough money, some money to pay the bills, man. But the market is looking very strong. One thing, man, I did wanted to mention is, I'm going to go ahead and say something really quick about Podchain. Forget about what they're doing and all that. The awesome thing about this community, man, the team, is that they fucking listen, bro. And if it makes sense and you're kind of right, they will go on and work on that change. And that's something that it reminds me also of like Max Chain. They've always listened to the community, and that's what makes a project stand out, especially in the future, if they're listening to the people outside. Sometimes they have a clear view of the mistakes they're making or what they're not doing right, And this is an issue with many small market cap projects. When you go to them and you tell them, hey, why don't you work on this? And they don't listen. And that's what, makes me feel bullish on a project that I'm already feeling bullish on, when they listen to the community, in other words. And yeah, man, I went on a little spree buying a little bit of their tokens, man. And it's just, all the projects, it's just cool, man, to see like a fucking project out there. And it's crazy that you could go and, buy it on Solana, you could go and buy it on Base, you could go buy it on fucking Ethereum, BNB. It's just crazy what they're building out there. And I know that they got the DEX tools. We're still waiting on the DEX tools, but I know the DEX tools it's coming. It's near. They're just waiting for them to approve stuff. But yeah, man, other than that, I still see, like the altcoins, the blue chips, they're doing their thing. We're still waiting for alt season. Everyone is like, you could go on X and everyone is alt season just started, this and that. But I don't think we're started yet, man. I think we're very close to seeing a nice pump in the crypto space. And I'm talking about hitting at least 5 trillion market cap, the whole market cap in crypto, of course. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped for January, March, April, May. I mean, this whole year, man. Of course, we're always going to have our little drama, where we all think everything is going back to zero. But that's just part of the market. That's the psychology. That's what they want to, trick you on to think. But like I said the other day on a space, I don't think they got me too serious. No, not on this space, another space. It's like, man, one of the first things that we need to do, and sometimes I fade it, sometimes I forget because I'm think I'm too smart for it, is draw a game plan on each asset that you have. Just when you exit, when When do you plan to do your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth exit? You know, sometimes that could change because one of your projects could have big news like a Binance listing or a deal with Microsoft, let's say. Like, fuck, no, you're not going to sell. You're going to hold longer, you know? But that's something that a lot of people always ask. When do I know when to sell? I'm like, nobody knows that because I don't know your financial status, you know? You know that better than anyone, you know? Because there's a lot of things that we don't share, you know, when it comes to our financials. So you draw the game plan, and you don't have to be a millionaire this bull cycle, especially if it's your first one. You know, some people are not even going to be a millionaire, and it's their second one. You just got to make money. You just got to make sure you're on the positive side. Even if it's 50K, 100K, next bull cycle will be 400K, next bull cycle will be 4 million. But just draw a game plan. I've gone through this hours and hours the past days, bringing people into crypto, and I stopped teaching them when I give them a week and they don't come back with their exit and their game plan on their assets that they bought. I go, don't waste my fucking time until I don't see your exit. I don't care if it's fake. Just write it all down, you know, and tell me, you know, when do you plan to exit? But yeah, man. Other than that, the market looking fucking strong. I mean, it took the Breakfast Club to come back live, so Bitcoin could hit 100K. You know, so I see Bitcoin probably, I want to say around 110K right before Trump. Then we'll see a little bit of buy the rumor, you know, sell the new stuff, and then from there, I think we're gonna have a crazy February and March, and I think we're gonna have a crazy top right on my birthday, March 24th. That's gonna be, I think, Bitcoin probably got 130K. I want to say, why not? Even probably higher, you know. Depending on you know, also Elon Musk and Trump and all these guys, what kind of news they have for us. I'm starting, man, to see when Trump, you know, puts something really fair for tips, you know. I can't believe, man, all these years these people have been paying all these crazy taxes on tips. I mean, it's just fucking insane. That's something that's really going to move the economy. I think it's something that people are going to find a second job for tips, you know? Like, why not? Let me go work a little bit of, you know, 5-15 hours. I don't need to pay fucking taxes on tips, you know? I think that's going to be badass, man. I think that's going to move the economy. Something small like that will make a big difference. I am a little concerned, man. I got friends struggling they want to buy a property, and just everything's expensive as hell, man. It's getting expensive. I want to see what Trump does with the housing market, which is like the backbone of this fucking country, you know. It's the dream and one of the biggest businesses for this country. So I want to see what the hell they're gonna do with property. That's something that, you know. Remember, when people buy a house, they're happy. Then what's their mindset? Oh, I want to invest some of the money to see how I pay off this house quick. And yeah, properties have not been looking. Real estate has not been looking good lately, man. Trust me. I talk to people, and houses are not. They're not selling, man. They're not selling. You know. But other than that, man, just the crypto market is always going to look strong, man. It's a young market, and it's easy to pump. It's easy to pump, man. I mean, I'll land the plane with this, guys. The whole crypto market, I don't even think it's as big as Apple, you know? It's not even as big, or just a little bit bigger than Apple. Imagine when this thing goes massive, you know? 10 trillion, guys. That's what we got to hit. We got to hit 10 trillion this cycle.
That's good stuff, Mark. No, appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think, you know, this little lull that we've seen in Bitcoin, normal, you know, if you take all the news stuff out, you take all the Trump stuff out, you take all the stuff that's, you know, out of the ordinary, Bitcoin is kind of doing what it normally does. I mean, we just had a halving, right? Now, there's no doubt, like ETFs.
Zach, if you're talking, you're rugging, buddy.
Oh, can you hear me?
No, I can hear him. Look, that's you.
Yeah, Monka's the one that's rugging.
Yeah, you're rugged. You're good, Zach.
Okay. Basically, where I was going.
Oh, I
with
could
that-
hear you guys.
Yeah,
You might
look,
wanna
drop down and come back up.
Yeah, take a lap.
Yeah, it must just not be able to hear me speaking. But yeah, basically, what all I was saying is, yeah, we've had the ETFs, we've had some outliers. Trump pumped the market, all that's fine and dandy. But if we take all that out, Bitcoin's performing like it should. I mean, just from a cyclical standpoint, right? I mean, we had the halving, we had a great run in 2021, like, you know what I mean? So even without all of the Trump stuff and ETFs, I mean, I still think we'd be in an uptrend. Has it been proliferated by ETFs a little bit? Yeah, I think so. But we had the pullback in December, which is kind of normal in a halving year. If you look at it historically, a little bit of a pullback from tops. And then, you know, now we're settling back in, new year, people coming back in the market, anybody who, you know, whatever, tax loss harvested or just realized their gains, the institutions, which we know have driven this market higher. We're still waiting for retail to really come back, right? So the institutions are playing their game. You know what I mean? And it's like people who saw it were buying the dip like 2 weeks ago, and people who were just coming in were freaking out, right? And I agree. I think at least the first half for me of 2025 looks really, really promising, and it could be the entire year. Don't hear me wrong. All I'm saying is, when my altcoins hit certain levels, to Matosco's point, I'm selling. Okay, I'm not an influencer going to, you know, be out there and say, oh, XRP is going to go to 2,000, guys. Keep holding. Just keep hodling. No, when any of these assets hit my levels, which I've personally laid out, to Mars' point, it should be your plan, not my plan, not Zach's plan, not Matt's plan, not Paige's plan. Your plan. Your plan's different than everybody else's plan in this room. And I'm forecasting some of my numbers being hit in the first half of 2025. So whenever that is, I don't care. I'm not on a time frame. I don't have to be out of the market by, I want to be out of the market by June or out of the market by, I don't know, but I've got my price targets. And when those are hit, I'm going to take my profits. I'm not going to think about it, because where I screwed up big time in 2021 was thinking, oh, well, it's going to go higher, right? It's going to go higher, right? It's going to go higher, right? It's going to go higher. Yeah, it's going to go higher. That's what everybody's telling me. It's going to go higher. There will be a bear market still, guys. And I just don't want people to get in this mode of everything's sunshine and rainbows and it's going to be like this forever. It's not how the market works. Until that whole theory is debunked, until the whole 4-year cycle is debunked, I'm not going to subscribe to any other idea. I know there's ETFs. I know there's Trump. I know, I get it. But to me, that is wishful thinking until we see it come to fruition. That's why I have my price targets. I'll take my profits accordingly. I'll DCA my way out just like I DCA'd my way into the altcoins. I'll either be sitting in stablecoin or Bitcoin, or that money's going in the stock market, or it's going to invest in real estate, or it's going to go start other businesses. That's where I'm at. That's where my mind's at. That's my plan. And nobody's going to tell me otherwise. I've already figured it out. That's the thing, man, because once we get in this emotional state of the market, if you don't have a plan, you're going to be freaking persuaded by everybody. Everybody and everything is going to make you think a certain way. You better have your targets in mind now, your plan in place now. Because if this thing erupts like we think it can, whenever that is in 2025, whether it's Q1, Q2, Q3, nobody freaking has a clue. You got to be prepared. I mean, that's just, I'm telling you guys, I'm speaking from experience, and I know a lot of people would back me up on this. Without a plan, you're literally a dog without a bark. I mean, you know what I mean? You're just, I don't know, whatever, insert cool analogy here. I don't know. That was not a great one, but you get my point. You're a chicken with his head cut off. There you go. That's what I was looking for. You're a chicken with his head cut off. You're just running around aimlessly. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Where's it going to go? What's going to happen? Zach, is it going to run higher? Lunker, is Cardano going to go to $10 like everybody said? Matt, is Butthole going to continue to go higher? What should I do? Should I sell? Should I sell? Should I sell? Right? Nobody knows. We're all idiots. So have a plan. We're a bunch of idiots. Nobody knows. Nobody has your answer. So form your own opinion, form your own plan, and play your own game. Period. Lunker, what's up?
It's funny you said Cardano to $10 because that's why I didn't sell any in 2021. When it got to $3, I was like, oh my God, I should sell some of this, but it's going to $10. So yes, we all do learn from our mistakes. Have a plan. That's what made me have a plan now. And I appreciate this space because it helps give insight towards that. Appreciate you, Zach, Paid, Zach Frost, even though you ain't liking Cardano that much, but I still love you, brother. Hey, I do have a little alpha today. At 11 a.m., there's a space with Cock. It's a rooster on Cardano. There's a space today with Fidgety Beast. If you see it, come in and listen. They do have a lot of different stuff going on. And Wednesday or Thursday, stocks. The $SOCKZ is going off on Snack Fund. These are two you really don't want to miss, I believe. But not financial advice. Do your own research. Hope I can make, a few people in here some money this week.
Appreciate that, bro. Pac-Man, what's up?
Happy New Year, Zach. How's everything been going?
Right back at you. Oh, it's great, man.
Good.
Took
Everybody.
Took a little weekend in the woods. Was at a cabin all weekend, kind of decompressed a little bit, and we're back at it, man. Yeah,
you gotta touch the grass. You gotta get outside. You can't be consumed.
Same thing.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's gonna get here. I'm Georgia boy, so yeah, it's coming. But hey, KRC20, the memes, they're working hard, man. Them teams are. Their technology and coming up with platforms are like, rotating daily. That's the sleeper. Some of the KRC20 projects, not mine. I'm the little guy, but I mean, I'm all in it. I mean, I'm really pushing my project very hard. But what I'm saying is, some of them coins are going to make 100x gains for sure. I mean, I can just see the platforms. I don't know if you're aware of Castware just integrated their swap system right in their wallet. It's like you ain't gotta go nowhere. Boom, boom, and the Caspi
and pumped about that because I use Castware.
Okay. Yeah, super awesome, man. I mean, so that's cool. And this, slippage fee and the gas fees are very low, but even in Caspiano, I mean, in the African platform is great. That's a whole nother, continent.
You maybe want to mention what is KRC20. It's Casper.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
KRC20.
Yeah. Sorry.
The ecosystem itself. Many people are not familiar with it.
Yeah, I'll brief it. KRC20 is built off the Casper ecosystem block DAG. So I mean, it's going to run along with it. I mean, it's just a built-in inscription. It's not like a smart contract, but smart contracts will come and say like Nacho, the Nacho Nation, which is another KRC20 coin, KRC20 coin, Nacho. That team, they're on it. And they are working with some cool stuff, man. And I'm seeing once Casper gets blasting, them meme coins are going to go skyrocket. And then once they get real DEX situations or real platforms hooked up, it's going to be on. I just wanted to share a little bit of that. And when me and you, Zach, we got the same history. You're just like before me, like me losing out on a lot of things. And I told you so. Yeah, I'm glad you told me so. Yeah, I didn't listen. I should have listened. Sweet. I want to cry about that now too. But no, I was back in May on it. I'm thinking, well, if Sui gets below $1, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna get a little bag of that, and I'm gonna start adding DCA. You know, I'm gonna keep adding them in bag and have me a big old bag. Now where's it at? I ain't got none. Didn't get none. Shoulda. Anyway, enough of that. Hey, Breakfast Club family, glad to be here. Thank y'all.
Yeah, man. I mean, the great thing about crypto, there will always be another one, you know, and I think, you know, that's a lesson learned in and of itself. You know, if you miss something, you know, you really have to ask yourself, is it worth chasing? You know, for me, if I miss something, I just let it go. And if it comes back down to a price level that I like, I'll get back in, right? But I think, you know, that FOMO is real, especially when you miss it. You knew you could have had it. You're like, oh, you know, let me get back in there because it's gonna go higher. You know, sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and know that, you know, there will be another opportunity, whether it's with that token or coin or something else. You know, and I think we've all made those mistakes too. It's just a classic chasing. You know, just chasing it. And yeah, I mean, Caspa has worked out. You know, I was accumulating that at around 4 cents. And I know other people, you know, were accumulating at less than a penny, you know, but it's all relative. And, you know, I still think there's some nice upside there for sure on CAS. And when Caspa starts to run, I think, you know, the Caspa, the KRC20 narrative, it'll heat back up again for sure.
Yeah, it might be today. Looks like things are starting to heat up all around.
Yeah, Bitcoin guys, at 101,600 right now. 101.6.
It might be hitting today. I mean, especially when it all gets cold in the USA and nobody going to be going nowhere. It gets snowed in a little bit.
After the holidays, yeah.
Everybody's got something to do, spend some money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm snowed in today too.
Yep. Let's get down to GME. What's going on?
It's all great. XRP, Ripple ripping. It's going to keep ripping until we get the 2 digits, hopefully, this year. From our side is good. For my token is bad, it's dipping. That's part of the game. But I want to, thanks to Mutasco, to remind the people what is the difference between the total supply and current circulation supply for that. And if you are wondering when and how much supply gonna be vesting, what is the next vesting schedule, there is a website or coin, let's say, crypto ranking platforms. You can search on Google, say when SUI vesting and how much it is, how much. So it's easy to find this data and you can make your trading according to this data. So there is, as Michael Saylor said, there is no second best. Bitcoin is for the storage value, and the rest is for the touch. So that I'm on XRP it's the second best because it's have the value that gives making the world's money transferring from some place to another place faster, cheaper, and it's built for it to empower the whole world banking system and the fiat monetary system. So if you are on touch, you have many coins you're gonna for it. If you are for purchasing power, you can stay on Bitcoin. But definitely there is many, as Zach said, many opportunities. Don't get in love with one things because it's fast. If you are facing like 10 billion coin market cap meme coin, stop about it. There is many every day new things coming. Just try to find a nice one and good one. Don't fall in love with something because these are coins and tokens, not your wife, your child, or another thing. When you have a conviction, don't fall in love. It's not a religion, not a thing. So there is many opportunities out there. And I think when we mentioned Caspa, we are keep forgetting about this Hbar ecosystem is growing fast. And if you remember, I was mentioned before, like 1 month, etc. there will be a pump fund like on Hedera is doing great in these days. They are just getting better. There's many things out there. For the first ledger and XRPs, like from the subway, don't like our integration, and he finding slow. He's getting better every day. XRP memes and reaching to XRP memes is getting better. There is some developers are working for more smooth trading boots, more fast trading boots, like you have on Solana or other chains. We have our technical difficulties because of the safety of XRP, but we are about to solve it. Many, not just me, many builders for utilities are also coming because just think about it. It is the third biggest crypto asset on the cryptocurrency market. It's the third one, not the 4 or 10, not in the 100. It's the third one. It's have the bronze medals. We're going to for silver. Definitely we will get Ethereum place. So it's out of mind to think there is no gonna some builders coming in with this huge liquidity sitting there. So people gonna build that. They starting the building. There's I just today have in some spaces with some utility guys are building some fast boots and some more utility things on the ledger. So again, I'm saying you are early on XRP and XRP memes, not a financial advice for the XRP itself and the memes because it's all volatile. But if you have if you are new in the market and just came like Bitcoin 100K and you want to invest in, there is many tools outside. Just learning will cost you some money, not paying somebody to get advice. But you have to spend the time. If you don't have money, you have to spend a lot of time and watch what is going on and learn a bit more. But if you have money, there is so many tools to learn about it, and keep checking and keep reading before investing anything. If you think you are missed XRP because it's become like around $3, there is many coins and many touches building in the market, and you can still find them early. Just you need to make research and you have to predict what the market gonna need, this cryptocurrency market, at the world economic market gonna need in the future. So what's the new trends will become, so you can invest according to them. There is many things, even people are not mention it. I like the Mustaq approach on it. When it's not popular, buy it, because it's gonna be popular in the end. And it's what I'm doing. So I was early in the XRP memes and was early in XRP since many years. Mustaq, sorry if I mispronounce your name again.
Appreciate you, bro. Let's get over to Matt. Matt, go ahead, man. And then we'll get to Billy, by the way.
Okay, I'm driving in my car, so I got to do a mic check. I don't like doing that. Can everybody hear this transmission? Yes? Okay, great. Alex Becker just posted something about Butthole. I'm not going to plug it because now that we got Alex Becker shilling for it, I mean, you know, what could go wrong? And like Pate was saying earlier, Alex Becker's newest video yesterday mentioned Hash, AI, Arturo, whatever the other one was, but he mentioned 3 that were actually have been on Breakfast Club. So I just wanted to give some more props to the Breakfast Club because, you know, if you heard me mention Butthole at 10 million and you sold over the weekend at its all-time high, you 12x your money because it went over 120 million. But you also maybe got into some of these projects that are now getting a lot of attention from some big influencers. And Zach Humphries is a big influencer. And trust me, I study these guys on YouTube. And it's, you know, by saying studying, I mean laying around on my couch watching videos on YouTube. So Zach Humphries is easily one of the smartest, if not the smartest influencer when it comes to crypto. Just about, not everything, because he really dropped the ball this past summer, but just about everything he says turns into gold. And so many projects that are mentioned on the Breakfast Club turn into gold. If 2025 continues this way, I mean, I might dip out of the country sooner than later if my bags continue to go the way they're going. And I owe some of that credit, not all of it, but I owe some of that credit to the Crypto Breakfast Club and the calls that have been made on this show. So if people are listening, and if they're listening for the first time, I mean, man, go back. Just if you're driving, if you're over the road, whatever, on a flight, just listen to some of these spaces, and you can get some really good plays. Just in the last week, for example, what did we have? Hash, is it Altero? I mean, I can't remember what they were paid. You have to help me out there. But
Hash, Altero, and Parallel AI. Hash and Parallel and Altero sponsors the show, and Hash AI is with Larry. Larry's one of the big guys over there. So those three alone, like I said earlier, were on Alex Becker. He called it out. And either yesterday's video or the day before was AI video.
Yesterday morning. Well, depending on where you're at, you're in Africa, so it was like 5 days ago for you. But the whole thing with these big influencers getting on board on some of these projects and calling them out and giving them praise and giving them their predictions, like, you know, Alex Becker sees these things going anywhere from a 5x to a 15x this cycle. Now, he's smart enough to say this cycle, and a lot of people do say this cycle, you know, Zach included, but that's the safe play, and that's really probably the way we should be looking at this. You know, we're all different when it comes to crypto. I'm so much different with my bags than everybody else because, you know, to me, this is for entertainment. But if you're in here for like to make serious money and serious gains, I don't think there's another spaces where you can get more alpha than the Crypto Breakfast Club. Like I said, whatever Zach Humphries seems to talk winds up just turning to gold. And, you know, I'm going to shut up because I'm driving and I don't want to lose the connection. Also, Butthole, I'm going to give you guys my non-financial advice prediction and why. So I'm going to give you a little bit of my tinfoil hat knowledge here. If you're wondering why, how, or why not it can or can't go over $1 billion, I'm going to say this, just like Donnie Baker. Just watch the movie Idiocracy. Watch the movie Idiocracy, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about Butthole, because Idiocracy is the future. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, Idiocracy is the world future, and Butthole is the future. That's why it's going over $1 billion. All right? That's my tinfoil hat knowledge. I never make financial decisions with emotions. It's pure tinfoil. All right, I'm out.
Appreciate you, bro. I think we might have lost our next speaker who was supposed to come up here. But yeah, man, I mean, the thing is, guys, I'm nobody here in this game. I'm literally still learning every single day. I've only been here for 4.5 years. My thing is this. You're not going to win on every trade. You're not going to win on every trade. But when you win big. And it outweighs some of the losses. You know, back in 2021, if I began to tell you the mistakes I made that cost me the money that I could have had, and I did okay. I did well enough to leave the day job, although that wasn't hard. I wasn't making jack shit. But anyway, did enough to leave the day job. And really, at some point, you just got to say, F it. You know, I don't care. At some point, you just got to say, whatever happens is going to happen. I'll go back to being a teacher or whatever and make my measly paycheck, you know, if all else fails. Which we can talk about that one. I mean, the fact that, you know, teachers and all these, you know, important jobs they don't make you any money. A lot of them. But anyway, I basically just said, screw it. I mean, everybody thought I was crazy. And even I thought it was a little crazy. But I mean, at some point, you just got to freaking take a chance. At some point, you just got to go, you know? And luckily, you know, I don't have a family. I don't have kids. So, I mean, there's not that risk, right? Because that's a little different. You're not just living for yourself anymore once you have kids and a family. So it was a little easier, I guess, for me to just say screw it. But anyway, I mean, through that experience of losing and winning enough to be able to quit my job, and it's like now doing it every single day, it's like I know I'm not going to win every trade, but I know I'm positioned as such. When I win, I'm going to win big. Right? So you have to be willing and able to take the risks in crypto if you really want to be in it every single day, right? It's different than just passively investing and working your day job, which is totally fine, by the way. It's better to do that than work your day job and not invest, right? Like before I was doing this full time, I was investing and doing my day job. And then I got to the point where I was like, okay, screw the day job. I'm doing this full time, and create a business around it, then create another business around it. Now I have 3 businesses around it, so yeah, it's just a process, knowing that like you're not going to win all the time. And the other thing I think too is ego. Ego is a weird thing. It's like you need some of it. You need to have confidence in yourself, but you don't want to have like an ego that derails you either. It's like a fine line with that too. And I think that carries over into crypto. Anytime I hear somebody who thinks they have it all figured out in crypto or in life, it's just I immediately, don't listen to that person because nobody does. Nobody has it all figured out. Nobody's right all the time. Nobody has it all figured out. And so I think just going into it with that mindset, but creating a plan, like what do you really want to do with this? Ask yourself, do you want to just act, do you want to passively invest? And is it a 5-year plan? Is it a 10-year plan? And is it a 2025 plan? Like, what are you trying to do? And it sounds so easy, but I feel like, so few people actually think about it and actually, they just want to make money. Like they just stop with that. I just want to make money. I just need $10,000 and my life will change. Or I just need $100,000. If I had $1 million, everything would be perfect. It's like, no, it doesn't really work like that. Like you got to embrace the journey. You got to embrace, the long game. And I think that gives you a totally different mindset when you're in business or in crypto or trying to be an entrepreneur or whatever. That's just my rant, I guess. I don't know where the hell that was going, but Paige, what's up?
Yo, kind of to piggyback off what you're saying with like taking a chance, I guess. And not everyone can do this because, you have a family or whatever, other obligations. But one of the biggest motivators for me in life, and this is going to sound kind of morbid, is that one day I'm going to die, right? That's it. Game over, lights out, nothing else. And hopefully there's an afterlife and I'm worthy enough to get to a nice place. If not, I'm fucked. But you're going to die. And guess what? If you're not doing shit that's fun and inspirational to your life now, then what the fuck is the point of all of this? What is the point? Like, you're going to be sitting here fucking working the shittiest job ever. And, some people have to, but at some point you got to get out. Listen, I was doing that shit for a while. I was at a 9 to 5. I used to work for Target as one of their managers or team leads, whatever the fuck you call it. And that shit sucks. And I would never go back. And me leaving there was one of the best things that ever happened to me because it got me started on my journal in crypto. It got me started in film and a whole bunch of other stuff and working with artists and stuff. But it's like, dude, listen, life is fucking short. You are here today, gone tomorrow. Listen, you can spend your life at a 9 to 5, and some people are very happy with that, and that's fine. And more power to you. But guys, life, it goes by quickly. I just realized the other day, I'm turning 35 this year, right? I am as far away from 20 as I am 50. And I almost killed myself. Not actually killed myself, but I wanted to jump in front of a bus immediately. I said, wait a fucking minute. What just happened? What is going on right now? And honestly, God, like life is going by quickly. Every day it goes by quickly. 2024 was a blur. Like that was one of the fastest years of my life. And I'm telling you right now, if you're not going outside and figuring out something different that makes you happy, it's not, trust me, you're not going to be happy with no matter how much money you make in the cycle, you're not going to be happy. I'm telling you, if you don't have if I make 10 grand, I want to go, I don't know, go to Bermuda for a week. Fine. If that makes you happy, go for it. Or if I make 100 grand, I want to open this business in I don't know, where in Egypt. You want to go to Egypt and open a business. Good, more power to you. But if you're just sitting around and you're just oh, you know, woe is me. Oh, and this sucks. And this, trust me, there's so many people like that. And I cut them all out of my life. You can ask my mom. I stopped talking to everybody. I don't even talk to my family. I don't talk to half of the friends. Blah blah. I don't care because I'm going through life. I gotta get this done. No. You got to get people around you who are excited. You got to get people around you who are motivated to chase their own goals. You got to get people around you who are, you know, who want to do something with their life other than just a traditional 9 to 5. And again, there's nothing wrong with 9 to 5. Some people have to do it. They have to feed their family. They have kids. They have whatever. Let them do it. And more power to you. If you're taking care of your family, taking care of your own, I can never fault you. But at the end of the day, there are more opportunities right now in this market where you don't have to, that doesn't have to be your end all be all, right? That could be just another means to an end. And I have to say that because a lot of people hit me up like, oh, I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to get to your level in crypto. It's like, dude, I don't even know what my level is, but it's not that much higher than yours. Trust me when I say this. Like when it comes to my money, it's probably not that much higher than you guys. And like, you just got to work your ass off and get stuff done that you want to do in life. I'm going to end on that, but like, guys, don't die one day and on your deathbed be surrounded by the ghosts of shit you could have did.
Yo, 100%, 100%. Hey, real quick, this is a hard transition, but I just put something in the nest. This poppy thing, have you guys seen this? I the first time I'm looking at it right now, but you guys, if anybody who likes to front run meme coins, look at this. I just looked on Dex Tools. I don't know which ones to go in or whatever, but this is how you kind of get out ahead of this. This poppy thing, look at it. This hippo. Zach, have you seen this? Anybody? Matt, are you on this? What the hell's happening? The one on Solana is at a $9 million market cap.
Oh, I'm not on it. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I don't know which. I mean, you're probably better at this than I. I'm looking at one on ETH at $1 million. It just launched. I'm looking at one on Solana that at 9 million. Apparently this went like I don't watch traditional media basically, but apparently this was on the Today Show. Poppy, the newest baby pygmy hippo in the US. I don't know what the hell this is. Endangered in the wild. You know how this shit works though. This is Meme Coin Central. So I don't know. Who knows, right? It could do whatever. I just wanted to throw it out there. Let me know if anybody looks at it and sees something on that. All right. Let's see here. Marge, you have something?
Wait, Zach, give me a second, because I can't multitask. I'm looking at this shit now.
Yeah. I feel it. No, the one on Solana
is at 9 mil. That candle's
mil.
Crazy, though. That candle's crazy.
I know.
But, I mean, dude, I'm a sucker for good artwork. I like the hippo of his eyes has a laser eye shooting out. That's kind of funny on top of deck screener. That's kind of funny.
I just wanted to throw it out there because this is how you front run meme coins, and like, there's no guarantee, right? But this is how you do it. You look at like what's trending in the media and shit. I mean, this is exactly what happened with Squirrel, that freaking peanut or whatever.
Zach, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on, but I can't, when I'm up, I can't hear everybody talking, so that's why I kind of interrupted you here. Go ahead. I'm going to ask Matt a question once you're done. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, so Matt, since we're talking about the next term, I don't know if, I'll be surprised if you didn't know about this, but since you're kind of the guy talking about whole or whatever coin and fat coin, are you aware of Stink Coin?
Yo, Mutasco's not dropping a ticker right now. No, he's not.
I mean, what are we talking about here? I see shit coins like probably 1,000 of them a day, and the only reason I even remotely touch them anymore is okay. So like in 2025, my number one goal in 2025 is not to lose weight. It's not to get married and have kids. It's to not get rugged. I don't want to get rugged in 2025. My second goal is find the people that rugged me in my past And my third goal is learn karate for when I find the people. So I'm
Wait, Matt, I feel like you're out of order. Matt, you're out of order. You gotta learn the karate before you find the people. You can't go to the people that rugged you and be like, hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta learn karate. Like, no, learn the karate first. I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna practice karate. I'm gonna learn the hard way. I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna grab but I'm gonna learn the hard way. I'm just gonna practice on them when I find them. So eventually I'll learn karate because I got rugged by about 1,000 people in 2024 and 2023. So by the time I'm done, I'll be a 4th degree black belt karate master. But I'm not getting rugged in 2025. So in order for me to get into one of these shit coins, either a big influencer has to shill it first before I get into it. And, number 2, it's going to be butthole. So I'm not even looking or entertaining anything else at the moment because I'm 100% convinced butthole's going over $1 billion. And the reason why I said it earlier, a few minutes back, the movie Idiocracy and my tinfoil hat. I add all those up, I throw them in a pot, and I let it brew for a little bit. I let it percolate, and out comes butthole.
Good answer. For anybody who wants to follow up what I said earlier, this is also kind of important because one of the things that we were talking about earlier, and I didn't hear what Zach said, I was ragging and I had to come back up. What I said earlier, and I think, Zach, you probably spoke about it, where you want to, because as they say, there's a lot of risk here, but the biggest risk is not taking the risk, right? So, but part of it is knowing that you're taking a risk. A lot of people think they take these things too seriously, like, oh yeah, there's nothing guaranteed. So when you put money in, just know that you have to have a plan out of it. If you don't have a plan, don't go around blaming other people. But to your point about getting more Bitcoin, the other part I wanted to add to that kind of extension is you look at each ecosystem and you figure out ways that you can move money. The thing with what I agree with when Michael Saylor talks about Bitcoin is he makes this statement about if you have 100,000 coins and that's it. And the problem is you may not be the only narrative in town. So it's very quick to say that, hey, this is the only one, but then you wake up and there's another narrative. And the one thing about meme coins and crypto in general is that it's easy to exit. So that in itself it compounds the risk. Because it compounds the risk, if you don't understand this, you're going to get pissed every single time. The money will flow where the new narrative is. The problem, though, that I think I'm just highlighting here is there is a website called BitBL. If you go on there, it will educate you about what they call the stock to flow ratio. And one of the things that, and this is just in support of what I said earlier about float, is that if you look at, and some of these things, it's like hearing somebody like Jimmy Diamond say, well, who knows that, Satoshi's just going to wake up tomorrow and there'll be 21 million more Bitcoin, right? He knows what he's saying is BS, but he's saying it because he's Jimmy Diamond. But if you want to go against that, you want to do research, right? And understand how numbers work. And that will kind of seal your conviction on whatever technology you're putting your money in. So the stock to flow ratio, and I'm sure most of you here who are in crypto, you know what that is, right? It's like literally just, if you're growing oranges, you have 100,000 oranges today in circulation. The idea is how many years is it going to take you to produce that 100,000 oranges again, right? And you can calculate that by figuring out your production and what you have available. And it's just a division, right? And you can come up with the years. Gold is a good example where they do the stock to flow of gold. And I think it's about 62. I think it's about 62 years, okay? And that's because they're using like how many, what is the rate of production for gold today? It's about 3,000 metric tons, right? Versus what is the estimated gold in the whole world today? There's about 185,000 metric tons. So if you divide those numbers, you get to 62. Do the same calculation with Bitcoin, and you kind of get to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, this is different. But the point I'm making is if there's no, like, if you buy a coin like Sui or Solana, there's a lab, okay? And the lab is who is producing more of it. If there's somebody producing more of something, then you have to factor that into your calculation. And that was what I was trying to say. So what that means is it's actually more bullish to get into the risk curve, right? So like what I think Zach was talking about, low fee, the little meme coins that are spinning off of Sui. If you understand this, then you want to be playing the betas within the ecosystems. And if you know how to play it, it might be a good way of making money. And also maybe if you want to stack and you have a strong conviction on Sui, you can keep stacking, right? Because your idea is to keep it for the long haul. And if it's for the long haul, you're probably going to win, right? But if it's for short term, you may not win. That is under the condition that Sui's development team are going to be here forever, right? They may, give up and move on. Some people will quit. Whatever that risk is, you have to make sure you're also looking at the risk around the onion. You keep peeling at each layer and you understand that there's nothing that is guaranteed. But remember, guys, we're in a bull run. And I'm excited because I waited so long for this. And I'm glad I'm watching this play out. But I'm already setting up my plan for the bear market. That is how long I am on crypto. If you're not thinking about the next bear market, then you're probably, you have a lot more to learn.
%, 100%. And I think, so many of us now, having been through the cycle, learned the hard way because, sorry, I was getting a call, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I mean, what I was saying is so many of us learned the hard way, right? Not really planning for it and kind of getting disillusioned a little bit into thinking that crypto was going to go up forever. I know I felt like that. I'm not afraid to say it. Like, some people maybe, I don't know, are afraid to say that, but I was definitely bamboozled a little bit. And you know what? It's a good thing. It's a good thing because it forced me to create a plan now. It forced me to really be measured in my approach and not just throw money into a pot and see what happens. Because crypto is the way it is, and you can make money so fast, and you could lose money so fast. It feels like it's just a casino. And on some level it is, but on some level it isn't. It's a casino, I think, where you have an edge if you have a plan. It's a casino that gives you an edge if you have a plan. It's not like just going and throwing money into a box at a casino and hitting a button. You can do research and have an edge in this market, right? And then have a plan and take profits accordingly and have an edge in the market. And I think that's really what I learned the hard way. And I think so many people, whether we think about it or not, or want to admit it or not, I think we all kind of went through this process at some point on some level. Mar, what's up, man?
No, I just want to say real quick that, look out for, I know that Zach does a lot of trading. I don't know if he uses Jupiter, but anytime now, I think there's going to be a big airdrop for everyone that, swaps and uses Jupiter. A nice airdrop, so just look out for having the Jupiter drop into your Soulflare or any Solana wallet fountain,
Hey, quickly, let me ask, Ma, thanks for bringing this up. I really have something to ask Zach. I don't know if you talked about this last week, but what is your thoughts behind Coinbase's the announcement that was made? I don't know if it's a formal announcement, but the idea that coin is going to come on chain, which is coin is like the ordinary shares, Wall Street, baby, the stock of Coinbase, that there's plans behind the scenes to tokenize it on chain. And what that means for Brett, what that means for anything that anybody has, you know, when you're bullish on Coinbase, you're bullish on Base, you know, there's all kinds of debates around that. I don't think it's novel because there's already this happening within the XRP Ripple ecosystem with their relationship. I don't know. Eventually, they might end up acquiring Link 2, and if they do, that would be a huge competition for Coinbase. And I know that Coinbase is smart enough to know that Ripple is like a huge risk to their entire business model in that even world alone. So I'm not surprised, but I don't know what your take is on that. And if that becomes a reality, because my analysis has always been that Ripple as the company has ordinary shares, has private investors, he has all these people that don't like XRP. So some of them, they publicly say it that, hey, I'm on the private side, but I don't care about XRP, okay? And you can kind of tell that they're being honest about their position. It doesn't mean that XRP is going to shit, right? No, now you have to be able to discern that. And what I always wonder is if Ripple goes public, what happens to Ripple shares as in on the private market and the Wall Street? When the bell rings in Wall Street and people are pouring money, they're like, oh, what about the XRP coin? And so there's always this conflict in my mind. It has been in my mind for years now. I've always thought about whenever that happens, what would be that effect on XRP as a token on the XRP ledger? They're different, but as investors behave differently, right? So money flows like, you know, a seesaw. So what is that going to do with the price, and how does that relate to what I just asked, and what you think of the effects on Coinbase as a company, Coin as the share, and Base as a layer 2 that has all these meme coins that want to gain some prominence within the chain.
Which Zach, Mutasco, or both, or
both? Anybody?
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to comment on
I
it.
have some thoughts. Does anybody else want to jump in first? Zach, do you want to jump in, or Paid, or any of the other speakers?
I'll give it back to you, Zach Humphries.
I mean, Mutasco, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a clear-cut answer. I don't know. It's fascinating because when I heard like Ripple's going to go public, and then, okay, so it's weird, right? Because right now we have a clear delineation between the stock market and crypto. But I feel like these lines are going to be blurred. And like, does it happen all in one, you know, does it happen in all in one like big wave? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to think about. Eventually, I think all the securities that are stocks now are going to be tokenized. I just don't know what that transition looks like. So then you're going to have a company and a token. So what do you invest in? Like, I don't know. It's confusing to me. I mean, Coinbase itself, I think it makes sense for a crypto company to tokenize their security first. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be shocked at all to see like Coinbase, you know, be a leader in this. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know what this looks like. Does it dilute the market? Then does it dilute both the stock and the crypto asset? Because then you're basically like fractionalizing it. You're like splitting money up. Like, okay, there's half the money going in over here and half the money going in over here. At least to start, before we make that full transition into, okay, all securities are now tokenized. I don't know. I mean, It's hard to wrap my head around it, honestly.
Real quick, I'm surprised Botasco hasn't brought up the BlackRock talking about fork on Bitcoin.
That's nonsense. I would say, and this is just my opinion. Forget about that one. That's like a big joke. Yeah, BlackRock could do that, but we all know, like, I mean, just to be honest, there's a saying that if you live in a glass building, you don't want to throw stones. So if you think of between BlackRock and MicroStrategy, how much? I mean, take BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, Fidelity. They call them the Finger Lakes, right? They're all over. They have interest in every single company you can think of. So that's what I mean by, and I don't, you know, and this is just my opinion, right? Anybody can debunk it. I don't care. I just feel like I'm not gonna worry about that because it's like how we humans actually think, right? You're like, you're not gonna live 1,000 years. So if somebody's telling you something that practically may be possible in 1,000 years, you're like, you roll your eyes and you're like, okay, good luck with that, dude. But with Bitcoin, BlackRock can come out today and say, well, we're going to fork Bitcoin and we're going to have our own chain. Okay, cool. Whoever said this, who wants to go with the Fed coin? And I think that's where I think Zach was saying that the Wall Street market and then the crypto market, there's two tribes. And there's this trust in one. There's the Wall Street guys don't trust the crypto guys. The crypto guys don't trust Wall Street. So if Wall Street is smart enough to say, you know what, we're gonna fork our own blockchain. I mean, there's been examples of the BSV, Bitcoin Cash. I mean, you can go on for anybody who wants to actually know this in detail, because I don't say these things lightly. There's a book which is actually free. It's called Crypto Assets. It's literally free. Okay, you can pull this up on Audible or anybody, and you read it. Actually, a good one because it touches everything in crypto, the history, everything. Like the forks of Bitcoin, early stage, the infighting, everything. It's a phenomenal book. Like if you read it, you're like, man. It tells you everything you need to know about what you just asked, Mar. I'm not worried about it, and that's my answer to that because of many reasons. And for anybody listening, if you want to have that conversation, we can have a whole space on that. But I don't sleep worrying about BlackRock waking up, and because there's just a lot of entanglements around this whole market with BlackRock's hands on everything that I don't think that they're going to attempt to throw any stone. There's actually more cost to that than just staying and acting the way they're acting right now. I'll be more concerned about BITO because I've listened to several hours of podcasts with the CEO of BITO, and I can see what BlackRock is doing with BITO. Okay, and that's why the ondos and Athena now is like they're buying into, literally they're swapping the entire treasury into the BITO. So it's like a back-end pairing, whatever. So I'm more concerned about what BlackRock does from a proxy perspective to like vampire attack most of these projects that we call quote crypto whatever. Because if BlackRock's hands is on it, believe me or not, money is going to go where BlackRock is. And I'll be more worried about that than worrying about them forking Bitcoin. Because, yeah, that could happen someday, but who cares? I just want to make money now before the end of the bull run.
Guys, we have breaking news. Justin Trudeau just resigned. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau officially resigns. We've also got breaking news. Michael Barr is stepping down as the Fed's head of banking supervision to avoid clashing with Trump. And Kobayashi letter, where all this information is coming from, talking about bull market being back. S&P 500 reclaims pivotal $6,000 level, already adding $900 billion in market cap just this year in 2025 alone. S&P's 500 price to book ratio hit a record 5.3x above March 2000 levels. So bunch of stuff there. If you guys want to react to that, is that?
Oh, Zach, more breaking news. Bitcoin 102. Oh, it's because of the Trudeau's thing. I'm telling you.
Probably, right? Probably. I mean, there's got to be something to that. I think. What do you guys think? GME, Pac-Man, you guys had your hands up. I don't know if you want to respond to this, but go ahead.
No, about the for running the market. When you say Poppy, I search for my ecosystem for XRPL, and I see one Poppy launched before 7 days, before even the voting for this hippo name finished, and they just dragged it after 2 hours.
Yeah, you don't have that.
For 70.
I told you about to hit it. We're about to have a bull run. It's going to go this week. Hey, that's great. We're going to take over Canada. It's going to be Canada, USA. Yeah, man. I just wanted to thank you, Zach, for having me. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to work. I go out there and make some money. I work everywhere, and I just appreciate the Breakfast Club, everyone. It's great learning a lot of alpha here. I hope y'all have a great day, and watch this market take off this week. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'm gonna go ahead and call A80 Cardano. I'm gonna call it at least $4 this cycle. We'll see. Ella. Have a good day, everybody.
Bro, you sound like the dude from King of the Hill.
Well, you know, I like to play King of the Hill, dude. And what man don't like to fight? If you're not a fighter or like to fight, I mean, you're not a man. I mean, it's just fun. I mean, not just saying just fight. I mean, you know, get out, wrestle. You know, hey, man, come on, step outside. I mean, I'm a Georgia boy. We love to do stuff like that.
Here's good talking to you, brother. Have a good day. Here's Trudeau speaking just a little bit ago here. I'll play this quick clip here. Interesting. I mean, yeah, it was like the last. He did it for like another second. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell I was saying there. Yeah, it was like the last second play, but I'm curious why. Yeah, please.
So let me remind everybody, right? Peter Lynch once said something about, he had a quote about whether you're holding onto your flowers and watering your weeds, right? It's like, you know, in crypto, you have your portfolio and there are winners and there are losers. And there's times that you just keep holding on to your winners. Like Sui or something, you're like, it's going. And then you're like, you need to cut your losses, which is sell all the losers. But he said something that, the reason why I'm sharing this is like some wisdom, right? The Peter Lynch guy said he had sold early his Home Depot and Dunkin' Donuts stocks. Right after he sold, they went 20-fold up. What I'm trying to say here in connection to Justin Trudeau and the news that you guys just broke out, strap yourself. Remember Trump 1.0 and Trump 2.0, and this is what I'm going to say. Options traders' wet dream is uncertainty, okay? Just this morning, you guys saw that Washington Post did a post about Trump tariffs, and then he denied it. And what that means, it's like a double hurricane in Florida or some crazy thing happening. That is, in the options trading market, they don't sleep when somebody like a figurehead like Trump comes into power. Do not deceive yourself and think that, oh, the market is going to be calm. No. You don't want to do that, because then you're deceiving yourself. What does that mean to crypto? We all have seen this also on chain, right? So it's not hidden. You saw what they already front run. They bought, the Liberty, whatever, financial, bought some stocks, some crypto tokens. What I want to tell people is, this is the time to water the flowers. If you have good flowers, by the way, I'm not saying just hold anything, right? Because, it could go to shit. You continue to water those flowers if you want to increase your position or whatever, because you just never know. These are two things that I've been thinking about. I don't know if Zach, if you've been thinking about this.